Now that there's a word for it, it sounds like something that anyone could have thought of because it's a word. But you know what? Fine. It's a new word. And now that there's a word for it, it's become such a problem because you're seeing it everywhere. It's become an aesthetic, and that's fine. And I love the fact that so many black women, especially African women, are coining the word, they're using it, and it's motivating them, it's making them happy. They're using that aesthetic and they're applying it in their life, and it just looks so beautiful, and I love it so much. But one thing that I've been seeing that I do not like is how the word has been changed to something else. Do not stress yourself because of soft life. Soft life just means taking care of yourself, living the luxury lifestyle according to your own budget, just doing you, just living your life, just looking beautifully, and just using that soft life aesthetics. It's just Instagram, it's Twitter, it's TikTok, it's you also just living a beautiful, refreshing life. That's it. Soft life, soft life, soft life, soft life, soft life, soft life. Oh, to sue me, I am tired. I am tired. Oh my God. I know we're always joking here, but darlings, today we actually need to talk. I really thought that soft life meant just living your life. It doesn't matter if you're rich or not. It just means that whatever it is that you do have, that you just enjoy yourself. You just live in your true self. You just live in your beautiful self. The little that you have, you're using it, maximally, and you're using it in a way that makes you happy and makes you look happy on the outside. All of a sudden, we're having conversations about it where people are saying that people are talking about soft life, where they're doing prostitution or they're call girls and whatnot. That's a different thing entirely, and honestly, that's not what we're here to talk about today. The thing about this soft life thing is this. You do know that there are people who live this life naturally because they have the funds, they have good jobs, they have parents who can fund their lifestyles, they have boyfriends or partners who fund their lifestyles. They have the money themselves. But what I'm starting to see is because a lot of women want to get into that soft life aesthetic, they're forcing themselves into situations that they don't need to be in. And I don't want that for you. Trust me, I've been there. Every single time when something new comes up, you want to be a part of it. But what happens is you're putting yourself under unnecessary pressure because there are people who are always going to be able to go through every trend because they have the funds, they have the family, but you don't have it. You're working hard. If you're earning a lot of money, you don't need to follow a trend because you're trying to look good or you're trying to make people think that you have money. I remember the days when I had disposable cash and the only thing on my mind was stunting for the gram or stunting on my friends or showing people, even strangers, that I had money. And I would buy bags, I would buy shoes, I would travel business class every other month. And at the end of that year, when I calculated how much money I spent, I wept. Right now, I'm looking at my bags and I'm pissed off because my bags ain't doing shit for me. Yes, they're beautiful, but the truth is, there's always gonna be a newer bag. And what you're not realizing is, before 2 months, another new word's gonna come up, another new trend's gonna come up, another new era's gonna come up, and you're still going to be trying to live up to people's expectations, and you're still going to be trying to look good to other people. Soft life is just a word. It does not mean anything. I'll tell you what, you can have the soft life without actually spending so much money. I know people in this same Lagos who go to Lagos Island to buy clothes, to buy shoes, to buy hair, cheap, and they still look good. It's what you feel on the inside. It's how you feel about yourself. It's what you think of yourself. How you make your life look aesthetically pleasing. Instagram, social media, it's not real. Yes, there are people who do have it, and those people, they have it. They can live the aesthetic lifestyle. They can live it naturally. But you, on the other hand, who is just making money, you're trying to compete with these people, and you want so badly to live that soft lifestyle. You don't need to. You can do it on a budget. Do not kill yourself. The reason why I even wanted to have this conversation was because of an argument that I saw on Instagram and then it spilled over to Twitter, where people were talking about how certain ladies are actually call girls, but they're selling the whole soft life thing, and soft life means prostitution, and just being a call girl and traveling all over the world with sugar daddies and whatnot. And that's what always happens every single time when something new comes up. There are always going to be people who are going to bastardize it. And there's nothing wrong with being a prostitute. I just got pissed off by the fact that they were having that conversation over something that was so innocent. They've messed it up. The reason why it got to me was because I now felt like there are going to be a lot of young girls out there who are seeing these women, who are living their lives, who are doing what they need to do to get that soft life thing, and they're going to think that they need to do that too. Trust me, I'm someone who is always going to advise you to date men who have money. I always date men who have money. I always make sure that I surround myself with people who have money. If you want to call me a gold digger, that's your problem, but that's what I want for myself. But the thing is, I do not want you to deliberately think that you're going to hold up your life, sit back, be lazy, be nonchalant, be negligent about the things that you need to do, and literally just say that you're going to rely on other people because you want to live a soft life. That's ridiculous. But I saw this video where this girl posted on TikTok where she said that she goes out to deliberately look for men who are going to pay for her lunch or her dinner. If you watch that video, she looked so desperate. And to me, I don't think I want to see anyone that's my friend or someone who I know doing something like that. I don't think that it means that you respect yourself as a person. There's nothing wrong with you going out to places where you can meet rich men, but always have your money, always have your resources, always think about you first. You having your own money puts you in places and in situations that you never ever think that you could ever get to. And the thing about having your own money is you can make your own decision. This is something that I'm always advising. Now I'm telling you again, I'm not asking that you don't look for people who have money, or that you don't surround yourself with people who have money. My own problem, my own bone of contention is you thinking that you do not need to do anything but solely look for men who have money to take care of you. I am pissed off at the fact that this soft life thing has been misconstrued or taken, in such a disgusting way, and they've turned it into something that it's not. But you know what? While we're talking about it, I'm also using this opportunity to talk to you who thinks that while you're watching other girls who are going to spas and they're traveling and they're in private jets and they're buying LV bags and they're buying LV earrings, or wearing Cartiers and Van Cleefs and whatnot, you do not need to feel how you're feeling. It's okay. Your soft life is how you also feel. It's also what you can afford. If you can afford a Michael Kors bag, that's fine. You can make it look so good. You can be aesthetically pleasing too. All these apps are there for a reason. They're there to help you make your life look beautiful, if that's what you want. But what I really want for you is for your life to actually be beautiful, for your real life to be actually beautiful. But you know what? If you're trying to fake it till you make it, then it's okay, no problem. But these apps are there. These apps, they literally just have templates that you can use, and it helps you look good, if that's what you're looking for. The truth is, you do not look good trying to look like everybody else. Just be yourself. Work hard. If you're working, make your own money. If you have a business, work hard in your business. Face your business. Get up every single day and show up for your business. Having your own money is the best thing that you can do for yourself. Every single time when I've seen this soft life arguments, it really pisses me off. And every time when I've had conversation with younger women, these are the kind of conversations that we have. They come to me and they're like, sis, like, yo, soft life, mommy, I want to get sports, I want to this, and that's fine. That's how I talk. I want to be sport as well. There's nobody in the world who's going to tell you that if they find someone to sport them, that they're not going to take it. They must be mad or they're lying to you. There is nobody in the world who does not want to be sport. But one thing that I've learned as a woman in her 30s who has gone through all the different experiences and the transitions, I can tell you for free that having your own money is blissful and beautiful. Relying on men or relying on any man would be the end of your life. If you have someone who's taking care of you now, no problem. But I hope you're smart enough to be putting your own money aside. I hope you're smart enough to know that one day that money might stop. You need to make sure that even if you find yourself in that situation where someone's buying everything for you, they're paying all your bills, you also need to be making your own money. Even if it's their money that you're using to make your own money, you need your own income. Soft life is beautiful, it's fine. I don't even care what the word is. Honestly, I'm not interested in it. I never use it. But I just want you to know that even if you don't have a job, you can be doing the aesthetics as well. You can do whatever it is to make your life look beautiful. Stop putting yourself under unnecessary pressure, because the more you do that, the more you start to compare yourself to people, and then you start to make yourself feel bad. And then as you're making yourself feel bad, you put yourself in uncomfortable situations, and then when you don't get the same results as them, you start to feel like you're no good or you're no better than them. There are a lot of people who actually work extremely hard to get that soft life. They work really, really hard. They're working 12-hour days. They're working every single day. They're not sleeping because they want to live that life, and that's okay for them. When they come on social media, they look like they're not doing nothing. They look like they're just chilling all day, and they're just pressing a computer every 5 minutes, or they're going shopping, or they're drinking lattes and cappuccinos, or they're going to Paris every weekend. These are the parts that they show you. Do not get me wrong, there are people who live that life blissfully. They have it, they can afford it, but there are also people who work really hard to get that soft life aesthetics that you see. And when they put it together on social media, it looks like it's nothing. It looks like they don't do nothing. Do not compare yourself to anybody. I just need you to understand that while people are talking about soft life right now, and you're sitting there thinking about it and thinking that you also want to be a part of it, something else is going to come up. Something else is going to come up soon. If you don't get on this one now, another one's going to come up, and you're going to try to get on that one as well. Trends will always change. Consider yourself, consider your own future. Another thing that I would say to the people who do have the finances, who do have the money, who work extremely hard, if you're watching this right now, darling, I wish that I'd invested a lot more than I did. In fact, when I was in my 20s, I did not invest at all. I've always had a business, I've always had jobs, I've always done something with my life, I've always earned money of my own. But the truth is, I did not actually have a proper investment till I was 29 years old. Almost 30 years old. But if I'd done it earlier, I assure you I would be stinking rich right now. Like, dirty rich. I just don't want you to think that because everyone's got a Van Cleef necklace or a bracelet that you have to do the same, or because everyone's going to Paris and they're going to Switzerland, or they're going to the Alps, or they're living a certain lifestyle, that you need to do it as well. Yes, we know that you can afford it, but listen, you need to think about your future, because all of these things at some point later on in life, people are just going to talk about them as something that happened in the past. There's going to be something more exciting that's going to come up in the future. I do not want you to stress yourself because of soft life. I need you to understand that every single trend comes and it goes. There was a time where big lips were ugly as fuck, and now everyone wants big lips. There was a time where fat asses was ugly. We used to hide our asses, and now everyone loves it. Well, most people love it. Errors come and go. You need to not put yourself under any pressure. Remember that your finances are the only thing that could get you in and out of any situation in this world. Money is it. So if you have that money and you think that your only focus now is to live soft life because they said that there is a word called soft life, which is not even such a big deal, you want to kill yourself. You want to put yourself under unnecessary pressure because you do have the money. I just hope that while you're spending that money, that you're also investing that money. I'm all up for the baby girl lifestyle. I love it when I see my girls living their life. Like every time I'm on Insta or I'm seeing stories on Snap, I'm always like, yes, girl, do it. Like, I love it. But what I'm saying is, I just hope that while you're doing that, now you're also thinking about your future and you're putting allowances down and making sure that there are plans in place for you to be able to have that future that you want. Because today, it's just what it is today. Tomorrow is your future, and you need to think about your future. When we're in our 50s and our 60s, soft life is not going to matter. What is going to matter is your home, your family, everything that you worked for all your life, security. These are the things that matter when you're putting yourself under pressure or you're sad that people are living the soft life aesthetic and you don't have it. Remember, you too can live the soft life aesthetic or the soft life lifestyle. All you need to do is appreciate what you do have. Think about what you have. Even if you're living in one room, that room can look immaculate. Just make it look beautiful. Put flowers in different places. All I've done in this room is put a flower behind me and put this lamp here, and I've made it aesthetically pleasing. You should just do the little things for yourself. If you can't afford one thing, you do something else that helps you replace that. We need to understand that life is not all about trends and errors. You need to think about your future and what makes you happy. You can actually have an aesthetically pleasing lifestyle. You can have a soft lifestyle and not actually have one in your real life. Think about you, how you are living your life on its own, what you eat, the people you surround yourself with, the things that you do to make yourself happy. Those are the things that you put together to have a soft life. It's okay if you don't have what everybody else has. You don't know what they're doing. And even if you do know, you're not them. Your time's gonna come. You just need to keep pushing and just keep praying and hoping and working hard. Putting yourself under pressure because of a word is just, I'm sorry to say, it's ridiculous. It's causing a lot more harm to you than you imagine. I've been there, done that, got the t-shirt, and I can tell you from someone who's been on the other side, you need to start thinking about your future. Enjoy your life, enjoy it to the fullest, but while you're doing it, also put things aside. Just start putting things aside for yourself and for your future. Things that are going to help you keep making money or to keep creating new wealth. That's what you need to start thinking about. That's it for today, my darlings. If you haven't already subscribed to this channel, please do that now. Have a wonderful day. Mwah.